Let us see here in the principles of state policy. We are going to learn about the principles, how it works. Principles, how it works in a state. Let us see first the meaning of directive principle of state policy. Students, the Constitution has directed the state to follow some principles in order to achieve the ideal welfare state. These directive principles are called as directive principle of a state policy. Here, students, it is nothing but the rules, regulations, the directions that the path shown by the state for the city or for the member who are staying in a state for our nation, that they are given the rules and regulations. They have shown a path to we should follow on that way. That is nothing but that principles, that rules, regulations is nothing but directive principles of state policy. That if we are living in a state or a nation, it is compulsory to occupy this directive principle of state policy. Students, now here the government are expected to keep these principles in view while administrating this state. If we are running a state in our rules and regulations, it is compulsory to have this directive principles of state policy. These are the indicators for the holistic development of a country. Holistic is nothing but treating the persons rather than just of symptoms of diseases. We are treating a person not because of just or that the person are having or weakly he is not feeling well or he is diseased person. We are treating that whole individual persons fully. Not because he is having early disease, but also because he is a citizen, we can say. If he is living in our nations, it is compulsory to have these rules, these principles to be followed. Now, students, let us see the importance of directive principles of state policy. How it is important, how we should follow this. The directive principles of a state are the directions given to the central and state government by the Constitution. These are the directions which were given by the constitutions of a set of rules and regulations. As I said you before in the last class, that Constitution is nothing but a set of basic rules and regulations for a country peoples. That is, it is given that the directive principles of state policy was given by the Constitution, is given by the constitutions for the central and the state government. It is necessary to adopt these principles by legislation for formulating and implementing policies, for running a government, for having a peaceful government running that in a proper manner. It is compulsory to implement, to have the directive principles of state policy in your state. The directive principle of a state policy are important in achieving freedom, equality and brotherhood and establish the welfare state. Here, students, what it is that the state policy is important because it gives us freedom, equality and brotherhood and establish the welfare state. It shows us the importance of everything, that we have equality in our country, in our nations, and we have freedom, we have brotherhood, and we are having a welfare state. Welfare means those are doing good for sake of our citizen, for a member of that state or a country. Now let us see the directive principles of state policy included in the constitutions are as follows. It is included in the Constitution. What are these? Here, first one is student social justice. It is nothing but social justice to have equality in all manner. If the person, any individual is staying in a society, it is compulsory to look after him also. If it is individual also, the government does not look whether the majority or minority. It looks for an individual, for the welfare of an individual also. It shows that the government is having that. It is the constitutions they have given the rules and regulations, principles for individual, for everyone to live their life peacefully. Next, to achieve the public welfare by providing social and economic political justice to the citizen. We are having in our constitution social justice of every people, each and every people, for the welfare of them. They have provided social, economic, political justice to the citizens of India. Next, students, we are having social justice to the weaker sections. For weaker sections is nothing but students, those who were poor peoples, those who can't, those who are not able to do any employment. They are nothing but weak people. For example, it is intended to provide basic needs to the weaker sections to find remedy against the economic exploitation, providing educations and extending free legal aid to them. It is nothing but students remedies, solutions for the people those who are weaker in society, those are not able to do any job or something like that. Those are suffering from any poor. They are poor people if they are not able to. So for them, the government has given social justice to weaker sections by providing them a justice welfare programs of if they are economically exploiting. Nowadays we are having some problems still in some areas and villages. Still they have been not developed. For example, women empowerment has been also implemented. Then also women's were exploited. So our the government has given every child to have free and compulsory education from the age of 6 to 14 years. Then also we are having this problem in our villages, in rural areas. Still it has to be developed. For example, students, what happened is providing education and extending free legal aid to them for the weaker sections. It shows that the government is looking to all the people individually. For first year is nothing but the government has given aid, it is nothing but immediate help for the weaker sections also. It has given a constitution through directive principles of state policy. Next, women and child labor. Just now I said you people, students, that today also we are having some problems, facing some problems. Still we have to be developed. We are equal wages to both men and women for the same work. For example, students, we can see a woman's paid less salary compared to men. They are doing the same occupation, then also they are paying less. For a woman's labor, they will give 200, or if we saw compared to men, they are giving 400 for men. This is nothing but exploitations of women. So if they are doing the same work, then also exploitation is there in our country. So students, for this also the government has given many programs implemented so that it will be equally the women will be treated. Next, maternity benefit to women who are pregnant women. For them also the government has given many policies also. Prevention of exploitations of children, facility for children to grow healthily. In addition to providing free and compulsory education, government has given free and medical treatment for children also. For example, in schools also they are allowing the doctors to go and to check the school students for whether they are suffering from any diseases or what. For example, students, poor people cannot having that much money, so they can afford that much money for any treatment or anything. For that also government has given medical facilities for children those are studying in schools also, that is of free. Next, we got about this students. Next is labor welfare. Next is labor welfare, looking after the welfare of labor, right to work. Here students, the laborers were having right to work also. They can do any types of profession whichever they want. And conducive atmosphere to work, it is nothing but helping towards the atmosphere to work that. Minimum wages to workers to have satisfactory, if they are doing the satisfactory more work, so it is compulsory for them to have it. It is their right to occupy more money. Wages should be paid more according to their work. And providing them opportunity to participate in the administrations also. They have also right, they can participate in any rules and in any policies of government also. Next, add to the helpless. Here the next point is helpless, about helpless students. Those who are helpless students, they are poor people, they can't afford anything. For them also immediate help has been given by the government. For unemployment, any patients are there of poor people, for them also government has given this first aid help also. For example, for BPL card, people's ration card, for them also government has given free checkup also for them because they were poor people. They are poor people. Next, uniform code of law to all. Here students, it is nothing but for teaching equally. The government has given implemented this rule that to have enforce uniform civil code of law to all. That the code of law is to all. They are working in our government, in our administration, they are given the same. For example, for lawyer, the same. For example, students, if they are coming to school, the same uniform is given. Why? Students, because if someone's dressing is good and someone is poor, they will feel bad by seeing that person. Because of that, so don't be the feeling of this shyness. That's why government has implemented the law to have uniform code to all. Next, we are having students prohibitions of liquor. Your prohibition of liquor is nothing but not an order not to do that. For example, as you know, alcoholic to expand. It has been given that alcohol not to be produced more. Here, drinking spoils the health. It leads a financial problem in the family and increase exploitations of women. And therefore, the Constitution has directed all the states to enforce the prohibitions of liquor. Here, students, what happens if the persons are having the habit of drinking? What the person does? He will start going for that. It is compulsory for him to have daily. If it is not getting for him, if he is not having any money, he will start to take loan, and when the loan is more, he will fall in debt. It is nothing but that problems. If the faces, women will be exploited by this. The men come after drinking, they will start beating to their wives, harassing. It is nothing but that. That's why the government has given the rules and prohibitions of liquor in every state also, students. Agriculture and associations of animal husbandry for agriculture, for farmers also, the government has given the agriculture and association of animal husbandry. Animal husbandry is nothing but, students, farming, animal farming carefully, or we can say carefully we are having our resources, using the resources properly. The state government should make an attempt to organize agricultural and animal husbandry in modern and scientific manner in order to protect unique spices. We prevent the slaughter of cattle. Slaughter is nothing but, students, we can say that killing the farm animals for food. It is that. For that also the government has they have implemented many scientific methods of machineries for agriculture also. Another rules which will give milk and pull heavy luggage for other animals also. Though each animal give milk and pull heavy luggage, it is nothing but cow gives us milk, buffalo gives us milk, and they work at farms also. Bull, there is nothing but bull gives us pull heavy luggage. For them also the government has organized agriculture and animal husbandry for them also. Next is environment. Here, students, protections of environment, wildlife protections of environment from pollution of industries and mines, and protect the wildlife. Here, the government has given the environment protections also. If we are living in a society, it is our right, it is our duty to look after our environment, our surrounding. It should be clean. As the Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that to have every day we are living in a society, it should be clean. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, it was started on 2nd of October. It is on the birthday of Gandhi Jayanti. We celebrate that as Gandhi Jayanti on that day. So, students, for cleaning our environment, it is our duty to keep our environment, our surrounding clean also. Because if they are it is getting students bad nature, because of the industries that because of pollutions, they are destroying our environment. For that, for students, it is our duty to keep our environment clean and healthy. Next, we have the protections of historical monuments. As you are seeing example, students, protections of these historical places and monuments: Hampi, Belur, Halabedu, Pattadikallu, and other historical places. For example, they are getting destroyed because of that industries, because of the vapors. We can see the example of Taj Mahal. It was of white marble, now it has been changed to yellowish because of that industries. Because of that industries, with pollutions, we are destroying the meaningful monuments, historical monuments. If it is not there, we can't show the histories to our future generations, students. If they are having history, we can't show them about their history. Then there will be no more history if they are not having any historical monuments. So it is our duty to protect that also. It is also mentioned in the protections of historical monument. Next, we are having the international peace and regarding the international peace and security. For example, the union government for all any program is there for UNO and UNESCO. It is nothing but many of the countries will participate in abroad. For if any country suffering from any problem, they will work together in peacefully security. Next, what is social justice, students? It is nothing but protection to all the people without discrimination based on caste, religion, gender, language, color. It is nothing but social justice, treating everyone equally. A provision such as eradications to remove completely is abounded labor, exploitation of children, equal rights, women exploitations, and respecting them are also included under social justice. The constitutions have given certain advisors and directions to the state government in event of violation of laws. Those who will not following these directive principles of state policy or they are going against of this, the government have the rights to punish them. No central government or state government can interfere in the judges in the form of any Supreme Court. They can't question also if they are person living in a society is doing wrong, illegal. So it is the right of the judicial government. They can punish them. Like for the last year, the students, what happened? The government was central government has several programs about that government or state government could not enforce cohabitations of liquor for the last 6 decades. No one can question in the court of law. If the government has passed a rule that no one can open that alcoholic shops or it is someone who is doing against of that, the government will punish them without any questions. No one can question it. Because of that, the government implemented the directive principles of state policy for welfare of every citizen, each and every individual. Now, students, this will be directive principles of state policy. Now, I explain you the importance and directive principles of state policy included in the Constitution are as this way.